Have you ever heard a song that you thought was really shit? A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that. Irregular podcast format. Well, that's a little bit of songs that we gotta attack. 1,001 steaming piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1,001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh!
And now here's your hosts, Dan, Bevo, Mad Dog, and Gypsy.
This is 1,001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, the podcast where we discuss songs so bad they make you want to adopt a rescue dog, take it home and act really nice to it, and then when it least suspects it, abandon it in the forest.
That's the plot of Marley and Me. I haven't seen it. I assume that's what happened.
What at least expects it is like, I'm going to get dinner tonight, just like every night.
Warm.
It's a warm, nice house that I've got to secure.
Yeah.
I'm welcome here.
Like years of looking after this dog, and then you abandon it in the forest.
I guess when it's on its deathbed, that's when it at least expects it.
Right. We are doing The Only Exception by Paramore.
The only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
Now, Bevo is here.
Howdy.
Yep, he's got a cough, so don't make him laugh. He's also got an erection, so don't make him jizz.
Don't make me sexy.
Southern is here.
Oh, I haven't got an erection. I would love if someone would make me jizz.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't we
You
all?
need one to get the other.
Well, you guys need to shut up because we are fucking joined by a special guest, stand-up comedian, actor, producer, director, Mitch Garling. How you going, Mitch?
Hello, boys. I was just waiting to jump in there about the dead dog or the dog in a forest or some shit.
How do you feel about that?
We move on quick, so
it was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm picturing myself in the mind of the dog. I'm happy to have a family. But it's like a family from our podcast tonight. It's good to be here. It's good to be with you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I do feel like sometimes I think we've all listened to a song so bad that it's gone. I just need to get down to the dog pound and go get myself a dog and put a few solid years of love into that. And
commit.
I need to build it up. I need to build it up and get its trust and stop it from what's it like? We stop it from like ducking whenever you like pick up stuff around the house, and as soon as it,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's when you know you've got it. Yeah.
As soon as it stops doing that, then drive it to the forest and break its trust.
Yeah. I like that. Those ads that they always, it was like RSPCA ads. It was like, puppies aren't just for Christmas. And it was always just a fucking dog being left on the side of a road near a forest. So I'm just assuming that's where you go to abandon dogs, some sort of forest.
I don't know. My mates went to schoolies a couple of years ago, and on the way back, this a couple of years, I say this as a 33-year-old man, so 15, fuck, I've just had an absolute meltdown about how old I am.
They could have been taller.
Actually, probably, to be honest, they are grubs, but it's at least 15 years ago, and they found some dogs in a box at a servo, so, maybe they're not all... Maybe they're not all forests, but good deals.
Forests of petrol.
They're on special.
Get it with a Maxi-Bon or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Get a couple of dogs with a Maxi-Bon.
Delicious goddamn biscuit ice cream. Now we do have one guy missing here, and he died. Zav, an old host of ours. He's dead.
I remember that guy.
Yeah,
forever young.
Tell you what, though. I was trying to figure out how he died, and I wasn't sure if he'd already died this way or not. But
I'll tell you.
He was fatally stabbed in the chest by a beach umbrella blown by a strong wind.
We've done this one.
Damn it!
Yeah, he's died this way before.
Has he? What an idiot!
Yeah, I think I remember saying that he shouldn't have been standing there, which I stand by.
I really liked when he died when he headbutted that medicine ball.
Yeah, the fucking idiot, he did that.
That was good. And I also like Alex. I listened to the Alex J episode, and Alex is a good friend of mine. Poor Alex was so invested in that guy that died.
She
literally was. Oh my! Like I couldn't see her face or anything, but I know Alex, and I know just how much she was ruined by that. That she thought this guy died.
It's a good way to start the podcast, just by really breaking your guest spirit by saying someone's dead, and then not acknowledging if it's real or not.
Yeah. We've definitely had people on that don't really comment on it, and then later on,
let it go.
when they know it's safe, then they might drop a joke because they're convinced. They got to be kidding now.
I think Alex threw a few medicine ball jokes in there throughout the episode, so she must have warmed up to the idea.
Yeah, by the end of the chat, or at least even just the section where you were talking about the guy dying, I feel like she was coming around, but still had that 10% of fuck, I don't know if this guy's dead or not. I'm not going to go into it.
Would have been heaps funny if, I don't know, where she pulls a joke halfway through the episode, medicine ball, and then one of you guys just pull her up and go "Did you not fucking know him?" Yes, that's what it was.
His family are going to hear this. I can't wait till he actually dies.
Me either.
Yeah.
He's a prick.
Anyway,
take your time, Tav. I care.
The only exception. Why, Mitch? Why are we doing this song?
Look, I want to just preface it and say I grew up as an emo kid. I was an emo kid, no doubt. I liked Paramore. I mean, I still kind of like Paramore. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure.
Dude, I just went to Mayday Parade the other night, so yeah, tell me about it.
And man, it's in my veins. It's in my veins. But the only exception, the reason that I hate it so much, the reason why it makes me want to die is because when my daughter was born, it was the only song that would put her to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's a real fucking stitch up.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we're talking every night, my wife and I sitting in our bed, just listening to The Only Exception on repeat for however long she doesn't want to sleep for.
I'm feeling that.
Man.
Or driving around in a car. So
with it off,
and I mean that song has been, so my daughter's 3. That song has been the number one in my Spotify Wrapped for 3 fucking years.
Yeah. Well, count yourself lucky. Mine's Do the Propeller.
Oh, that's. I mean, there's at least there's an action.
Yeah,
there's an action there. I'm getting some sort of cardio. It's a gym.
What, you don't
workout.
see the actions in The Only Exception?
I don't know what they are. What is just crying?
I think you can actually do the
Find out.
propeller to The Only Exception. It's really slow, but you can do a propeller.
That's why I'm
some kind of propeller, at least.
Yeah.
Go and wake her up. I'll go wake her up and make her do it. This can be her punishment. I'll wake her up at 9:15.
Yeah,
and get her to do this because she's making me listen to it for 3 fucking years.
All right, let's get into the lyrics here. They're fantastic. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind.
Fuck you, wind. Fuck you. Fuck you, you fucking wind.
Wait.
Fuck off.
Hang on, do that again. I'll give you some sound effects.
Fuck you, wind. Fuck you. You motherfucker. I'll fucking kill you, wind.
I feel like my daughter relates to this, the idea of seeing her daddy cry. It's because we're playing this fucking song again.
It's your fault.
It's your fault. It's not the wind. I'm just yelling at the abyss as to whoever will listen to me at this point.
You fucking wind.
Blame it on the wind or whatever. So that's what her dad said. Yeah, blame it on the wind, sweetie, whatever.
Just... Why are you outside screaming? It's just the wind.
Screaming at the wind.
It's the wind. Sorry. So when I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. And my mama swore that she would never let herself forget and that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it did not exist.
Brutal.
There's something real funny about like
violent.
the idea of the dad crying and cursing at the wind, and you imagine he's kind of like a heroic sort of masculine lead. But if you imagine your own dad, just a bit of a dweeb, like having a bit of a cry,
Cursing at the wind,
trying to fix the pieces of his heart that are on the floor in the wind, it's just blowing everywhere.
He's like,
here's a new
fuck, my
penny.
heart's
Man
everywhere.
screams
Oh,
at wind.
Yeah. He's trying to
It was very,
reassemble his own heart.
It was very Humpty Dumpty-esque, was it? Like the idea of trying to reassemble. It's like, is your dad an egg? Did he
Large
was he blown off the
egg.
wall? Was he blown off the wall by that wind? Is that why he was cursing at it?
Yeah, what was his heart made out of?
Do you
Was
think
it
Humpty
egg?
Dumpty like threw some curses out as he fell? Like, oh fucking Jesus! I'm gonna
I'm
crack.
about to be fucking obliterated. Do you know what I am? Do you know what this ball's going to do to me?
Fuck!
Get all the king's horses and all the king's men, quick!
Crack! The thing is here, he says that he broke his own heart and then tried to reassemble it. So is this a situation of like, while the cursing's going on, he has like thrown his heart on the ground and it's like, oh, I need that. All right, gets the tape out, some
And then
blue tack.
The wind is blowing it around, so
together.
he's got to like chase it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
that's all it is.
chasing a receipt or whatever through the car park. Like you drop a receipt and you chase it through the car park. Like that's
Dude,
what he's doing.
that's what I call a dignity destroyer, is chasing any sort of paper in public that's been blown by the wind. No one, not one person. The fucking Rock wouldn't be able to keep his dignity if he was seen chasing a bit of paper through a car park.
I'll up you. Like imagine, let's say The Rock or like let's say Jason Statham or the greatest action dude in the world, Bruce Willis. If you see Bruce Willis drop his FPOS card on the ground and then try and pick up his FPOS card, nah, you're done. Like that's all. Do you know what I mean? Like just the idea of like seeing Bruce Willis like trying to get
All
in a
the
car
hero
and-
worship, gone.
Yeah,
Gone.
Absolutely gone.
You're walking
Like,
up to
and
get
just-
a photo and he just drops his car and you're like,
just
away.
crouching down.
Never
Back
mind.
away.
Thank you.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Die Hard, can I get a photo? He's like, yeah, in a minute. He's just I'm just trying to get my fucking fingernails under this card. One second. Have you got nails? Have you got
The Mel
fingernails?
Gibson one. Did you see the Mel Gibson thing where he's putting air in his tires?
no.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh my
dude,
god,
Yeah,
man!
the guy's like, oh,
Fan
Mel
cover.
Gibson. He's like, yes, I'm Mel Gibson. I'm trying to fill out my tires. Do you mind?
yeah. He's like, why don't you have any friends? And he's like, well, I'm just out filling up my tires in the middle of the night. Like, what
then
the
he gets-
fuck do you think?
He's like annoyed with the guy, and then he goes, hang on, if you're here and you film me, can you shine your torch there so I can see?
Yeah.
Very Aussie thing to do, isn't it?
He's definitely murdered a hooker before that, for sure.
Yeah.
Mel.
Yeah. Mel, yeah.
Yeah. He's released the air of the tires to drive through like an
Marsh.
uneven ground to get out. Like
It's going
that's
to
what
be
he's
very
done.
soggy where he's going.
What do
Yeah.
you think
Oh,
Mel is
absolutely.
short for in Mel Gibson?
What?
What do you think Mel is short for?
Melanie. Melanie
Melrose.
Gibson.
That's actually such a good question. I've never thought of that.
I think it's just
Braveheart
Mel.
2.
I don't know if it's short for anything.
I feel like it's something weird. Like it's like Heimel. Is it Heimel?
Heimel.
Heimel.
Can I tell you something even weirder? I just,
He's a
just
Jew.
Googled.
Yeah.
Googled Mel.
Actually, yeah. It's definitely not. It's not Heimel, is it? It's definitely not going to be Heimel. Now that we think about it.
Now we think about it.
If we just put a bit of thought into that, it's definitely not
It is
going
not
to be Heimel.
Heimel.
So I just Googled Mel Gibson to see what his full name is. It is Mel, by the way. But if you go on his Wikipedia page, there's like, this article is about the actor and filmmaker for the basketball player. See Mel Gibson, basketball.
Who did he
How
play
can there
for?
How can there be two Mel Gibsons?
Who did Mel Gibson, the basketball player, play for?
Is it a chick?
Western Carolina University and the Lakers in the 60s. Okay, so he's pre our Mel.
Oh, so Mel's the copycat.
Mel hadn't even fucking died in Gallipoli yet.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Zero dystopian adventures
None.
for Mel
None.
at this point.
No.
My dad drove. Funny story. My dad drove Mel Gibson home from a party in like 1970 something.
Right.
From where was it? It was Harbord on Northern Beaches.
Yeah.
And he drove a bunch of guys home from the party, and one of them was Mel Gibson, and he said he was just a loose boy. He was a bit of a loose
boy,
a bit of a loose unit.
Good to know he never gave it up.
Yeah.
No, he started young, and he's just kept it going.
Kept it bloody going.
Through his whole career. If there's anything you say about him, is that he's very committed to being
100%. I
the
mean,
loosest bloke.
People don't realise that Lethal Weapon movies are actually documentaries.
Yeah, straight up documentaries. That guy, his partner, was so close to retiring. Like he was, and it just kept coming back.
So
And
close.
and he was, I think he was too old for something. But
The shit.
too old
Like
for-
doing
the
shit or
too
something.
old,
Yeah.
too old to shit. He had a colostomy bag. He had a colostomy bag. He was too old to shit.
He specifically says he's too old for this shit, and he makes that very clear.
Yeah. He does, doesn't he? The chorus, bear with me. But darling, you are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
You get that?
This I don't understand. I'd never sing of love if it does not exist.
Yeah.
But darling, you are the only exception. So is she saying she doesn't love him?
Correct.
I think she's saying love doesn't exist,
But you're the only exception.
but you're the only
So-
exception. Like, you're the only thing that is close to love, even though love doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
You're close to it.
Yeah.
I'll
Can you
make an
see
exception for
why?
you.
Can you see why my mental health has taken an absolute beating?
This
from
is a
this
horrible
song?
one for
Like-
repeat. Yeah.
Yeah, like you just said the only exception 4 times in like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And like I'd just really like to get across, like, imagine if this happened to you like 70 times a day.
I don't like that at all. I'm not.
But the thing is,
don't
this
like that.
Fat Mike makes a really good point about repetition, and he brings up some rancid song, and he's like, "Yeah, it's a great song, but you hear the chorus about 6 times in the song. So by the end of the song, 1 time, you're already kind of over the chorus. So like, you're not going to keep listening to that song because the more and more you hear it, the more you can hear the chorus. So yeah, it's a song like this. It's so I don't know, what's the count? It's probably like at least 20. And by the second time the chorus,
How many times did I say exception in this song, Bevo?
38.
Too much?
38.
Everyone
is-
knows 34 is the key number for exceptions.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah. Maybe this is the only exception for that rule.
Maybe
though.
that is.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like in like stand up and writing and stuff, they tell you like if you can avoid saying the same words, like, or if you can say a different version of the word, like I think it's the Gilbert Godfrey joke where he talks about like something to do with a newspaper, but then later he refers to it as the New York Times.
Yes.
So that he's saying 2 different things, but he's really saying the same
same
thing.
thing.
Like you understand it. I like my brain, the fact that there's 38 uses of one word
Yeah.
in what, a 3-minute song of 3 minutes, like that. I don't know.
It's a lot.
That seems a lot.
You have to work out the percentage of song that is that word. It's fucking a lot, though.
Yeah, like the EPM or whatever, like
Yes.
exceptions per minute.
Exceptions per minute, exactly.
Like
yeah.
it's pretty fucking high.
Fucking high ratio, that's for sure.
Put all the times that they say exception, just like cut the song up and do only those words in a row, and see if it's annoying.
Yeah,
And then if it is, then you probably should do it in a song.
Have you guys seen that?
'cause it's annoying.
It's on YouTube. You can look up the song Roxanne by the Police, but they changed it to just Rocks. So it goes, Rocks. It's fucking hilarious because it's the only word in the song and all the different expressions of it, like, Rocks.
That is really good.
It's good.
That is really good. This is like when we found out. What was it? The episode that we had Daniel Connell on. We did. Was it Photograph? And that's the first time that meme had been brought to my attention.
You hadn't
Look
seen
at
it
this
before.
graph.
Look
at this graph.
My favorite will remain that, look at this giraffe.
Yeah. I just love how it zooms up on his face straight
Yeah,
afterwards.
it's
He's
gold.
like,
Pure gold.
Always. There's a TikTok. I can't remember the TikTok account, but there's a TikTok where the girl goes through and sings like she's like, this is when there's an S in the song.
Oh,
So like she plays the music and she's like,
It's What a Wonderful World.
yeah.
yes, it is. Yes. Yeah.
And over
And,
months,
oh my
she did
God.
just single syllables and letters.
It's so funny. It's
hilarious.
so good. Like, and then by the end of it, she's like duetting them all. So they like all start coming together and it's like, like, oh my God. It's actually,
The time
that sort of stuff is like crazy. Yeah.
That's a lot of
But also
commitment.
like weirdly the talent I'm like so impressed with. Like it's so impressive. But
It is an impressive feat. It's just one that you kind of got to be like, got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
like, are
Is it
you
really?
okay?
Is it really
Is
worth
everything
it?
all right?
Yeah. Is this ever going to pay off?
Got to keep plenty of watermelon stacked at all times.
Yeah.
All right, verse 2. Maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts, and we've got to find other ways to make it alone or keep a straight face. And I've always lived like this, keeping a comfortable distance. And up until now, I have sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness because none of it was ever worth the risk. Debbie Downer.
Well, just because your dad's heart fell out and he couldn't put it back together
Yeah,
again.
he's
now you're never
lying
gonna
dead
love
on the
anyone.
ground in front of you after he's cursed the wind all night.
Calling the wind a cunt after.
Yeah. It's like, so how'd your dad die? He yelled. He screamed at the wind. He called the wind a cunt a bunch of times.
He dropped all
And then
his
his heart
receipts.
fell out, and he
And
died.
it broke.
He's dead instantly. Yeah,
Yeah. It was bizarre.
weird night.
It's very, yeah.
Bloody umbrella.
very
Snake
negative.
umbrella.
super negative. It's a real.
It's very negative.
It boggles the mind. Well, you're probably not doing okay, Mitch. Listening to this that much. You know that.
Yeah, you're
Are you
kind of- yeah.
okay? You go, no, I'm not fucking
Yeah.
okay.
No.
This is the emo version of like when a war veteran watches like a war movie or something,
It's like
where they get
walk out of
get
Saving
mad
Private Ryan.
Yeah. And I know that it is probably disrespectful that I've said that so close to Anzac Day, but I've
I
already
call
said
it Dead Soldier
and I
Day.
can't- That's a good one.
Is
That's
that
a
more
dark one.
disrespectful?
Animal
I just
facts.
wanted.
Welcome
I wanted to
to
make sure
Animal
you
Facts.
weren't going to feel bad, so I wanted to say something worse.
The Wolverine.
Oh no, I wasn't. I didn't really feel bad.
Looks like a tiny little bear, like an angry bear.
Oh, sorry, that's an animal fact. That means we've stepped into dangerous territory.
Giraffes have really
yes.
fucking long necks.
Yes,
And
I
What's
love that.
funny is
long
the episodes
dicks.
that Bevo can't do. There is no dangerous territory. Things get really off track
Like
until
doing
all
in
of a
the car
sudden
while
you're talking
listening.
about masturbating on planes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. Actually, that doesn't offend
Yeah.
me.
Oh, thanks, Bevo.
Yeah.
So maybe I know somewhere deep in my soul that love never lasts, but she said before, love does not exist.
Bitches
So
be crazy, Bevo.
which
Okay?
one is it?
You got to remember
Haley?
that.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
Because we got exceptions here, and exceptions require rules.
Yep. That's right.
She's quite an enigma. Like from all the things that and I mean, to be honest, you would be having grown up with seeing your father like melt away or something. I don't know what happened to him.
Die.
Yeah,
in front of you.
I think some sort of mental health issue if he's yelling at the wind. Like, I don't think that's to do with love.
You hate the wind.
Yeah, he was off his meds for sure. Yeah.
Was there? So obviously, I have listened to this song a lot, and I start to make up my own backstory for it. Is there any? Because I assume you guys have done more research. I physically can't learn any more about it.
I'm doing it right now.
Is there a point, like, because he said that, like, she said that he broke his own heart.
Yeah.
Is there something in there about? I feel like there's something about like her dad cheating on her mum, and then her.
Oh, that's in verse 3 when he says, "Dad kept dick." What? He's got enough dick to go around town. Wait, what did they say in "Smell Your Dick"? Dad dicking down the whole town. Verse 3: Dad's been dicking down the whole town.
For a second, I was like, "Man, what is this? What is this version? Is this like the version you used to download the next
dance remix?"
Yeah. What is it? What else did he say in that? Something like, "That's how you get your lips swole."
That's in "You Are the Only Erection."
Yeah, sorry, wrong song.
Easy to make that like error. I get that.
It is.
I see that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is there something about that though, or did I fully make that up?
It might be implied somewhere. I mean, I don't know where. Other than I don't know, like unless wind was like actually like a fart from his mistress. You know,
it's a metaphor.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. It's too clever.
This wind stinks like shit.
Go to the toilet, Janice.
My mistress.
It stinks like shit.
The wind that's coming out of you smells like poo.
Makes me want to rip my heart out and throw it on the ground.
And then he smells another one straight after he told her. I just told.
Janice!
Cunt!
Oh, someone get that guy from the Temple of Doom in here to take my heart out.
Can anyone do a Kali Ma? Someone do a Kali Ma on me. Quick!
Short round.
Get short round here to Kali Ma me. He didn't even do the Kali Ma. I don't fucking care.
Short round, that's just a little Asian kid.
He's the only hope I've got right now.
What's happening? No animal facts. Let's keep going.
Pepper's just fine with it. I think he's trying not to cough.
I'm going to wait till Bevo has a coughing fit to go real dark.
I'm really trying to hold together. I'm sorry. I hope there's a cheesecake on this thing.
I think we just uncovered something then.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. It's crazy how many songs come back to the Temple of Doom, really, when you think about it.
Have I told you I'd never seen an Indiana Jones movie from start to finish, and then I went to the movies to see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which I was like,
fucking idiot.
I paid for this Indiana Jones movie so I could finally see one from start to finish. Fucking fire alarm in the middle of the movie. You had to evacuate, and I never saw the end.
That's fine.
That's like
you can't. I wouldn't class that as part of the franchise. Got to forget.
That's like going. I've never seen a Terminator movie start to finish. Oh, Rise of the Machines is out at the cinema. Sounds like a good one to introduce myself into this universe.
That doesn't have Arnold Schwarzenegger in it? I think maybe ones.
I'm going to get into the universe somehow. I may as well do it with number 4.
So they have an animated series I can watch.
Yeah, this is going back to Bruce Willis and Die Hard again, and starting with A Good Day to Die Hard or whatever the fuck it was called.
That never happened. No.
Yeah,
wipe from the memory. Wipe from the memory.
It's like wanting to watch Die Hard and getting into Look Who's Talking Too.
That's a pretty good movie. A pretty good movie, though. Pretty good.
Yeah, Look Who's Talking Too. Which one was the one with the dogs? Is that 3?
That was Look Who's Talking. It's the dogs.
That's Look Who's Talking.
The dogs are talking.
Yeah. Look Who's Barking.
Yeah. There was Air Bud. I think that was Air Bud.
Sorry. Yeah, they all blend together. Yeah. She smashes another chorus out. Not going to repeat it. Mitch has had enough of that.
Thank you so much.
The bridge. Here we go. I've got a tight mutt. Oh, no, that's not what it says.
Oh, fucking hell. Animal facts.
Oh, what is it? Got Bevo! I got him!
Giraffes are spotted and have elongated necks.
Spotted one myself.
Elongated neck features.
Oh, it doesn't say that at all. It says, I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. Whoa! That's what it says.
Okay. Leave me some kind of proof it's not a dream. Just what proof do you want? You're gonna wake up and then there was like someone in your bed. There was a human person. You could probably tell that there was someone laying there.
I'd leave like one of those, like gangsters and stuff would leave like a razor blade slit along their cheek, like
or horse's head.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, or just drop a mat.
What did you think?
I thought you were going to be like so chill and just be like, we get like a nice body pillow or something. And then you're like, we should slice them up.
Scented candle.
Yeah, like a nice thing to wake up to.
I went down to dust and they opened and I got some body oils and a candle and I left them there so she knew that it wasn't a dream. No.
Drop a shit.
Going straight to mutilation. Yeah.
Drop a shit in the toilet and don't flush. That's proof.
Up a tanker even. Just it seems like the shit keeps flushing into the toilet somehow. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, that's proof. She's like, oh, okay. There was someone here.
Oh, the plumber comes. Oh, I see what's happened. Someone's shitting the top of your toilet, you see?
Yeah, they've done a top shit.
Right. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but is a tight grip on reality not like baseline, like grip on reality?
What's a tight grip on reality?
Like what you want, really, isn't it?
You do want, like she's saying I've got a tight grip on reality, and you're like, yeah, that's you should have.
Well, if you did it, you'd be having one of those sort of like Walter Mitty situations where you dive off into dreamlands, mid-workday, go on adventures reference in your mind. Yeah.
I feel like it's weird to spend... Is this the third verse?
It's a bridge. Yeah,
bridge?
The third verse is about dicking down the whole town.
Oh, dicking down the whole town, that's right. With the tight mutt or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
I feel like it's weird to be two verses in to like, okay, so like you've had two verses where it's been like, oh, my dad was yelling at the wind, like his heart broke, love doesn't exist, but also if it did exist, it'd be with you, yada, 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 all these things, and then start the bridge with, I've got a tight grip on reality.
Yeah.
It's like, you've made it very clear that you don't.
Yeah.
Like,
you said
whatsoever.
Your dad's heart fell out. You crazy bitch.
Yeah. It's like you're not with us.
Your hair looks like a carrot.
That didn't happen.
You're not here. You're not here.
Chips, I'm going to try and out weird you with references to things that are like don't have a tight grip on reality.
Okay.
Said Walter Mitty. Do you remember a cartoon show from the 90s called Bobby's World?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Howie Mandel, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. He didn't have a very tight grip on reality.
He certainly did not. No. Well done,
Bevo.
Howie
Mandel, Howie Mandel doesn't either.
Are you happy? You fucking happy about it?
Need to contribute, which I'm...
There's another chorus. They decide to double it. We all know what it is.
8? Is that 8 times? Do I get that 8 times there?
5, 6, 7, 8 times.
That is
double it.
Something else.
Double down.
That is
double down.
Yeah, 8 chorus out. They call that.
We get an outro though. It says, "And I'm on my way to believing. Oh, I'm on my way to believing."
Okay.
Now, is believing a place? Like, is this just
Yes.
Where do you live? I live in South Believing. Where do you live?
Yeah.
I live in the North Believing.
Oh, no way. Do you know Carol?
Carol from North Believing.
She's died.
I do. She's died.
Someone broke into my house and slit her face with a razor blade.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Is there proof? Yeah, the dead body.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
clears it up for me.
She had a good run. She was 24.
Carol, yeah, she was. Carol from North Believing.
It's what happens when your old man has a heart problem. They just always fall apart, and
It's the worst type of heart problem.
yeah, the ones where they just fall apart in the wind or something. I don't know.
It's like they gave my dad a heart transplant, but they just used one of those models from the doctor's surgery that breaks apart so you can see the different tubes and shit that run through it. It broke apart in his body and he died.
It was very helpful. Well, it was very helpful if we ever needed to learn, like if we needed to know anything about how to save Dad. But
Not a great
fundamentally,
vessel. Not a great
The
vessel
problem
for
is
blood.
once they sewed it into his chest cavity, it was very hard to see.
almost redundant to the, it was so far in there and
Quick, get this
behind
man
so
a
many
heart.
things. Yeah. Fuck.
That's all the lyrics. We've done them. We've done the lyrics. Okay.
Oh my
Lord. You can relax now, Mitch. No more lyrics.
Good.
No more
Good.
lyrics.
I look forward to my daughter waking up at some point tonight.
Fantastic.
And, no,
And going on a drive.
She's moved past it now.
Just out of
she's
interest,
fine.
Mitch.
Yes.
Out of interest, what's she listening to these days?
Oh, to be honest, oh man, she is listening to Material Girl by Madonna
Nice.
Fantastic.
all the time.
Okay, so we know what the
and-
next episode is.
Yeah, there's also there is that one. There's also which I think we spoke about, Chibs, was All That Jazz from the Chicago soundtrack.
I really want to do that.
So we can dig deep into that one too.
All that jazz. How does that even come up? Like, how is that on a rotation that came up to be like, oh, she really likes all that jazz?
I wish I could tell you how we got to any of it.
Okay.
Like, it's just
an organic.
where you're just driving around, and it's like there's only so many times I can listen to the Bluey theme song from YouTube on repeat.
Very sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, great. Yeah, exactly. I'll say it. It's great if I'm listening to it once every 8 minutes, and I've just had an 8-minute gap of like I got to watch a great Bluey episode between them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'll listen to it all day long. But am I going to listen to like a mega mix where it's that on repeat for 35 minutes? No, not a chance in the damn world. But what was the other one? So this is not a full song. Do you know? Oh my God, what's it called? Grace Kelly by Micah. You remember that
we've
song?
actually done that on this podcast.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay, then.
because of the resurgence of TikTok where they're using that sound, she only wants to hear or listen to that or sing that bit of it. So it's like my wife and I will be in the car and she's like, play the Rainbow song. Not called the Rainbow song, but whatever.
But you know what that is.
And she's like, I can be brown, I can be black, like just from the back. And you're just like, man, there's only so much that I can hear.
Only giving us 15
this-
seconds of songs.
I know. It's like, and it was cute when Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell did it, but when my daughter does it, like, and it's not a TikTok, and
not
it's
as
just
good?
like, it's all day long.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, nah, I'm being really rude. She's great.
I would listen to it all day long.
This is hot.
This podcast is sponsored by Ghetto Bird Studio.
Do you write music? Do you want people to hear it? Do you want your music to sound less shit than it does right now? If you answered yes to these questions, then you should record your music at Ghetto Bird Studio. We record all types of music: rap, rock, hip-hop, Jazz, jazz fusion, metal, electro, even country. We can't promise that your music won't be shit, but we can promise to make it sound less shit. Here's a before and after.
Grab my body and spank my ass.
Grab my body and spank my ass.
Contact us now at ghettobirdstudio.com.au.
Tell these haters. Non-stop music.
This was released on the 17th of February 2010. It's written by band members Hayley Williams and Josh Farro. Farro previously dated the Paramore singer Hayley Williams from 2004 to 2007. But this is not about their relationship. It's not. Apparently, it's written as an ode to Chad Gilbert of Newfound Glory, who she was in a relationship with at the time. Went on to marry and messily divorce.
Messily?
Yeah, like about an hour later, they got divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You feel like you probably could have seen that coming just based from these, that whole song that you wrote about how you weren't sure about it.
I'm not really in love with you.
Yeah, I don't
distance. Not
I
sure
don't
if
even
love
really
exists at all.
know, what love is, just the general vibe. And like at no point, even towards the end where she's like, I'm starting to believe, or I'm whatever it is, I can't remember the exact words, which is weird.
It's basically this. That's what it is in a bridge form. More lyrics.
Like you're bringing, like you're turning, like you're kind of getting me on board. Like that's the overall thing about love.
That's how the whole song is wrapped up. It's like, leave it with me.
Yeah. Like,
kind of funny
considering it.
Yeah.
Kind of funny to think that a divorce is kind of the only exception to all the vows that you make at a wedding.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
so the celebrant should do that at the end, unless you get divorced.
Yeah, in sickness and in health, in richer or poorer, better or worse, or if you just can't stand each other. That's
That is a good one.
That is a good one. The Farro brothers left Paramore in 2010, the same year that this song came out. Josh Farro wrote a statement on his departure on his blog, claiming that the band was a manufactured product of a major label. He accused Hayley Williams of being manipulated by her management, treating the rest of the group as her solo project, and claimed she was the only member of the band that was actually signed to Atlantic Records, while her bandmates were simply riding on the coattails of her dream. Now, it turns out that's exactly what the case was. She was the only one with a record deal. Everyone else in Paramore was a paid employee of Hayley Williams.
They probably made more money.
Yeah.
They didn't. I can tell you that.
I feel like is that
They would have been annoyed if they were making more money.
Is that a bad thing though? Like
Not really.
Depends what your wage is.
True.
Yeah.
I feel like if that was presented to me, it was like you can just be a hired hand and you get to go on tour and you get paid, and any contractual obligations fall on someone else. I'd be like, well, all right, I'm going to get paid.
Yeah,
tanks. It's
so
not
that's
on
what
me.
happened to Pink Floyd when they did the Wall tour. They kicked out Rick Wright, the keyboard player, and then they got him back as a touring member.
Yeah,
He's the only guy that made money on the tour because it cost them heaps of money to put all those bricks on stage. It's a true story.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
good on him.
What's the other one? Oh, all the guys in Bon Jovi are hired hands as well. They've been with him most of his career, but they're all,
On the payroll.
on the payroll. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's it though. Like as a like if you're a musician, like I understand like the idea of wanting to be paid properly, like being credited, whatever. But if the options are like be a touring musician, like or a paid worker for Hayley Williams or Bon Jovi or whatever, versus I don't know, go back and work in a call center or work as a lawnmower at your high school.
Covers at the RSL.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
yeah,
and I'm
sure.
sure Bon Jovi's band members are probably still like, look, $3 million a year, all right? We'll give you $3 million a year.
Well, wasn't Richie Sambora? He's one of the Bon Jovi guys, right?
Yeah.
Richie Sambora.
No more, he's not.
Not no more. But he was with Heather Locklear. It's like
exactly.
It's like, don't pay me. That's fine. Like, I got to meet her. Great,
fantastic.
That's my payment. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I just feel like if you're getting paid, and then the record label invests $10 million, and then the record makes $9 million, and you've been paid, but then that $1 million carries over to the next album.
Yeah.
It's just not on you. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I know. These people are fucking crybabies. That's what they are. Cry babies.
That's exactly right.
Another crybaby that was in Paramore, Jeremy Davis, he left the band in 2015. So he went another 5 years after the brothers left. Ended up suing Paramore twice for being cut out of any writing credits and future profits. Again, didn't get the memo. You're not in the band, Jeremy. You got fired. You quit. You fucking quit. Yeah. This is like quitting your job at Woolworths and then being like, no, but you should fucking still pay me all my overtime and fucking holidays that I... It's like, no, you quit. Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wanting to be paid for every time you go shopping there. It's like, I mean, technically you are here, but like we're not going to pay you to be here. Did he win? Did he get any money?
No, he got nothing. No,
he got nothing?
No. Well, but he had 2 cracks at it. Yeah. Zach Farrow ended up dogging his brother and rejoined the band in 2016. So after 6 years of road dogging it as a session drummer, realised, wasn't much better just being in Paramore. I'm not going to do back. Then his brother's like, no, we're doing a project. It's like, fucking hell, no one gives a shit about you and your projects. Remember that hot chick that sings in that other band? They care about her. Yeah.
I met Zach Farrow in Toowoomba on the street.
Of course you did.
Gave him $1.
Things weren't going good for him at the time.
Why the fuck was he in Toowoomba?
So Toowoomba has this music festival, and so we were on it at some stage, and the small stages. But it was like, holy shit, Reliant K is playing, and Reliant K had Zach Farrow drumming for them because he wasn't in Paramore. Right. And then I just seen him on the street, him and the dudes from Reliant K, which I do. I
can't believe Reliant K were in Toowoomba. I like Reliant K.
And then. So I ran up and I'm like, Zach, oh my God, I'm such a big fan. Like, I'm a drummer as well. He's like, oh, cool, man. And then we started walking down the street and I followed him into like a surf shop.
Oh, no.
And I'm trying to just have a convo with him. And I ran into a big pile of boxes of shoes, and I knocked shoes everywhere. And then he was in the middle of giving me his contact details so I could send him some shit. And the contact details read zachfarrow@gmail.com. And he never replied to me.
That doesn't exist.
I started to think
we should send him.
Yeah, it's not a real address.
Did it bounce back?
No, it never bounced back, but he just never got back to me. But I should
start harassing him.
Tell him to check his junk folder.
Yeah. Just say that. It might have gone to junk.
Hey, I'm the shoe guy. Remember? Shoe fall over guy.
Yeah.
What year was it? How long ago was this? What year was it?
Oh, it was years ago. Like 2014. Something like that.
Yeah, while he was out in the wilderness.
He's probably checked his junk. Probably checked
imagine just cold calling now in 2022. Like 8 years later being like, hey man, like just touching base, like did you get those demos? Blah blah blah.
Remember when I fell over all those shoes?
Yeah, I'd love some notes on those songs.
Oh, so that's pretty ZachFarrow2@gmail.com.
Start poking through numerals. There was at one point that Hayley Williams accidentally posted a topless photo of herself on Twitter instead of DMing the photo to her boyfriend at the time. And it was seen by 600,000 people before they realised that it was public and deleted. Yes. So that means you can find the photo everywhere on the internet forever.
Yeah, that was a big day. That was a big day for the emo population community.
I do remember that being part of that community. That was a big day. It was like that. Do you remember where you were the day that Hayley Williams put her tits on Twitter?
Yeah, it's literally like where were you when Princess Diana died, and then like where were you when Hayley Williams put her titties on Twitter?
What
to be honest, though, the photo itself, like apart from the fact that it's, boobs out, whatever, but the photo itself is just such a time capsule of a photo.
Yes, it is.
If you've seen it, it is like, it's an emo girl. It's quite obviously like a fuzzy selfie, shitty camera, bad light.
It's like
it's
iPhone
so
1. iPhone
if that
1.
was something like,
All right.
apart from the boobs out aspect, that is 100% someone's MySpace profile picture.
Right,
yes, it is.
Like absolutely.
Yeah.
If you please feel free to Google it. Obviously, like
they already have.
Bing,
They already have.
Right.
Bing is where you want to find it.
Yeah.
But it's so spot. Like if she had. If she had those gloves that like go up to like fucking here, like the black and white gloves, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that could have made that more 2007.
Yes, yeah. She nailed the look. Yeah, good on her. It's produced by Rob Carvello. Wait, is that Rob Carvello's putting challenge?
No, it's Lee.
Lee Carvello.
You have selected.
I feel like that's pretty relevant to me. It's like, would you like to listen again? And it's like, no.
You have selected repeat.
Feather touch.
You have selected stop. Overdrive.
I'm Carvello.
I am Carvello.
You have selected yell at the wind.
Yeah. Might I suggest feather touch?
Okay, so sorry, Lee Carvello. This is Rob Carvello.
It's like that Smokey the Bear. It's like, only who can prevent forest fires? And it's like, you and me.
Gentle Ben. Rob Carvello has he's worked with Green Day, Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance, Eric Clapton, Goo Goo Dolls, Dave Matthews Band, Kid Rock, Jawbreaker, Alanis Morissette, Black Sabbath, Phil Collins, Sixpence None the Richer, and Lil Peep.
I'm glad you left him to last.
Yep, there you
Lil
go.
Peep.
Lil Peep.
That is. Yeah, that's what I did with that. That's what I did with that Hayley Williams photo. That's a quick one. That's a quick look.
Just a little.
What's that about?
Just a little.
What's that? Well, look at that. Like, I better stop.
All right. Tell me about the video, Bevo.
All right, Dan Southern. If you don't hit it, I've got something I could hit it with, but it's your call.
We didn't talk about the production, but the one thing I was going to mention is the bit where she says "ah" is like a weird sort of half note thing. She's like, "You are." It's this like drag down thing. So yeah, that's.
I think she's trying to be sexy. Not being sexy enough.
Hey, Hayley, how you going? You're in your lingerie. What was that noise?
The sound she made when she found out that tits were on Twitter.
Dan, I'm going to hit it myself on this one because I do have some kind of R here. Have you guys ever seen one of these before? It's called
Wait, did you get a soundboard again like you got that time?
It's called an automaton.
Is that an anal douche?
Kinda. Listen to this, ready?
Yeah, all right, yeah. It's better be good.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree. Music video summary
with Bevo.
I'm so glad I bought this.
Why?
It's cool. It's fun.
What do you do with it?
Yeah, it's like
Does it do anything else?
No. Yeah.
Do you put that in your bum?
You can if you want to. I don't.
You can put anything in your bum, really.
You press your finger on the little strip and it makes a note, and you can slide it up, and then you can open his mouth and make it sound. It's hard to do with holding a microphone at the same time, but
it just sounds really like with plastic clicking.
I've got a sleeping family, so I'm not going to go too crazy.
Shit thing. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Bevo.
Yeah, you remember the stick, like the up and down stick?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes, Mitch. That's exactly what that thing is. It's an electronic version of that thing.
Yeah, good to bring that into the new medium.
I'm glad
that we brought that back. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, here's the video summary for The Only Exception, Paramore. Miss Williams sneaks out on her boyfriend in the night to try her hand at speed dating, only to find the lazy schlub she had all along was probably about the best she's going to get.
Is that what happens?
The lazy slub.
I stopped watching it very quickly.
I do remember there being a lazy schlub.
Yeah.
Schlub.
Schlub's a good word.
Was there famous people in the speed dating, or was that? Isn't there? Oh my god! Isn't there a film clip where there's like where they do speed dating and there's like really famous people opposite the band members?
I hope
Isn't
so.
there? Oh, it sounds like a Foo Fighters thing. Actually,
No.
now that I'm thinking, Carry On. Sorry, I had a stroke thinking about that. I feel like the schlub at home. I feel like he's probably not going to want to hang around if he's listened to the song. Like, you don't actually seem to be that into him,
Or even if
like, at all.
if he knew that she was out dating while he was sleeping.
Well, maybe it's just a roommate.
Also, how late is this speed dating going?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, is this like a midnight sort of start, or is it that he works night shift, so he's sleeping earlier? There's a lot of things that
they don't answer any of those questions.
Yeah, you answer your own question.
Yeah. The hard-hitting stuff. They just don't go anywhere near it. It's directed by Brandon Chesbro. And when I looked up Brandon Chesbro to see what else he's done, he has completely ditched all records of making videos and is now a wedding photographer in Las Vegas. And yes, it is the same person.
Go where the money's
Sounds
at.
like a smart move.
Yeah. Yep. Good money in that. I got
Did
a couple
he do
of
any
YouTube
work
comments.
with Lil Peep? Any work with Lil Peep for Brandon? Or?
Look, if he did, again, it's been stricken from the record. He doesn't want anyone to know about it. I don't think anyone books him for weddings based on his Lil Peep work.
Do you think he got out of making videos, like professional videos for bands, because most people can just make a video for their band using their iPhone now?
Correct. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and do. Yeah. A couple of YouTube comments I've got. This one's from Zul Shi. 8 days ago. It's fresh. Says, it's almost so crazy how this song was released before I was even born.
It's not.
That is crazy.
It's not.
That's actually that's my daughter. That's my daughter writing that comment.
It's crazy.
You just got to look at the dates.
Music existed before I was born?
Yeah. It's like, it's not crazy. Let's work it out. When were you born? Now, was that date different to the date the song come out? And was the song date before your birth date?
This chick is going to lose
nothing crazy about it.
fucking mind when
Wait
she
till you hear about
starts history
history.
classes.
They're like, all right, World War II. And she's like, hold on a second.
What? I wasn't born then.
It's crazy this war happened before I was even born.
Yeah, I assume everything started when you were born, right?
like,
everything just happened
Everything
from there.
Yeah.
She's reading the Bible. She's like reading Genesis. In the beginning, wait a minute. Beginning?
Did this happen before I was born?
The beginning happened before I was born.
Now,
The beginning was like 1988, right?
that's when
That's where the beginning was.
Yeah,
I think that's where
sure.
it started.
the wall fell down and life began.
Yeah.
Stephanie TV 5 years ago. Now, this one, I've got to actually read it the way it was written. And it's like this. One of the best songs I've heard in my entire life. The tears are falling. The memories are rolling. I will listen to this until the day I die. Stephanie 2017. Because it's all in capitals. So she's screaming all of that at us.
And she's put her name
And
in
then put a name and the date as well. Just so you know. Except Stephanie in her YouTube name is spelt differently to the Stephanie she used to sign off on it.
Yeah.
It's very confusing. Yeah.
She's definitely someone's mum, like based on the fact that she, like, or someone's dad, like signing off a text message.
Yes.
Like, Stephanie 17. Like, we can see. We can see your username.
criticism from a band I play in. We played a gig and this guy signed off on his criticism of us with his name at the bottom of it, and it just started a fucking troll fest. Like just like it's just that poor bastard. He didn't know what was coming for him
because he was upset that Jacko sang with an American accent. I think was the problem.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
It's an Australian reggae band, and he's got a problem with that.
Like, you should have a problem with everything with this band.
All of this.
Dreadlock wig. Do you have a Paramore set list, Bevo?
Yeah, I do. They stopped playing it for a while, so I had to go pretty far back. This is May 19th, 2015.
Well, Mitch would be happy about that. If you ever got to a Paramore live show, you might not hear it.
Yeah, I did actually. I went, like I'm saying, like I was a full emo kid. Like I went and saw them in Brisbane. Like just because a bunch of my mates and I were like, let's go to Brisbane, and we went and watched them in Brisbane.
You weren't in Brisbane. You just went to Brisbane to see them.
Yeah, no, we live in Sydney.
Wait, well, because I think I've seen them twice. Possibly.
Yeah, did they play this both times?
They played this the times I saw them. I saw them at Sydney Entertainment Centre, and I saw them at the Roundhouse.
Yeah, I've seen Roundhouse, and I think it's Soundwave as well.
Oh, that's definitely. Right. Yeah, Soundwave as well.
And then I think the year that's maybe 2010.
Yeah,
is when I went to Brisbane, just because my mates and I were like, fuck it, like let's do a weekend in Brisbane and go see Paramore while we're there instead of buying like Sydney tickets for some reason. I don't know.
It just made sense at the time.
I'm going to test your memory then, because we're going to do, I just looked it up, Paramore at Soundwave 2013, Brisbane Showgrounds, Brisbane, Australia.
All right.
13 songs. Where do they play The Only Exception?
7th.
Yeah, I'm going to go 7th as well, actually. I'm also going to say 7th.
Dan?
I know you always make fun of me for saying second last because most of the time it's a joke, but I actually think I could be right this time.
They played it 7th.
Oh.
Fucking oath they did. High five. Virtual high five,
yes.
Mitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's that halfway point, man.
Yeah.
You
when you really wanted to press
bring it down.
Get the lighters out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that they then after I'm gonna try again. After The Only Exception, like bringing it right down, I'm pretty sure they played Toto's Africa after that. No, like they covered Africa.
No. Yeah, well, you got to pick it up somehow.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
Can't be singing about
after the
Daddy dying in the wind.
Played Let the Flames Begin.
Good on them. All right, a little bit of legacy here before we wrap it up. This song topped the UK rock charts, peaked at number 13 and number 17 in New Zealand and Australia. The single has become the band's third of 5 top 40 hits to date on the Billboard Hot 100. So we can at least take solace that it was not number 1 anywhere. Yeah.
Except my Spotify Wrapped.
Except Mitch Garling, Spotify Wrapped for the last 3 years.
3 years. And I would safely assume maybe a couple more.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine.
Like, you just really keep playing that song, don't you? Yep. Yes, I do.
Yeah. It's a helpful tool when you need
I want to start seeing like Mitch Garling YouTube comments like all over it. Just this, all in capitals. This song, wow.
Yeah, I'll sign it up. Mitch Garling 88 at the end as well.
Before I was born.
Oh well. I can't believe Hiroshima happened before I was born. That's crazy.
Crazy. Okay, net worth. Let's play the net worth game here. Now, there are 5 band members at the time when this song came out. There's Hayley Williams, the singer. There's Zach Farrow, who was the drummer. Jeremy Davis, the bass player. Josh Farrow, the guitarist. And Taylor York, the other guitarist. Taylor York and Hayley Williams are the only 2 like that have been constant, and Zach obviously left and has come back. Now, I can tell you that Josh Farrow is worth $5 million US. Not too shabby. Jeremy Davis, old Suatron 4000, he's worth $2 million. So I get it, you know. Got to sue.
It's not bad.
Only worth $2 million. Zach Farrow, $1.5 million. Stinks of a drug problem. Taylor York, the one that has stayed there all along, he's really taught all these fuckers a lesson. Because he's worth $8 million. That's what happens when you're loyal to your employer.
Yep.
You get the monies. How much do you think Hayley Williams is worth in 2022, Southern? What do you reckon?
I'm going 60 mil.
Jesus fucking Christ. Bevo, what do you reckon?
Let's say 12 mil.
Okay. What do you reckon, Mitch?
Look, I'm going to say 23.
She's worth $15 million US.
Fuck,
Okay.
is that all?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
She could have done perfumes.
She could have gone into the scent game, and she hasn't.
Maybe she hasn't done that
She's
yet.
really missed. She's leaving money on the table with not having the signature scent.
Yeah, Parafume.
What would it be called? Scent of...
Paramones.
The only extension or something. I don't know. I'm upset that I even said that.
It's all right.
I think it's pretty crazy to think that like Zach, was it Zach?
Yeah,
that was
Zach.
the one that you saw. Something was it? That he's
hanging around
1.5.
Toowoomba.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's 1.5 from Paramore. You know, that's not including all the money he made fruit picking around Toowoomba.
No, that's right. Yeah.
That's you know, a couple of grand that we can probably put in there too.
He might have made like
for sure.
what 3,200 maybe.
Probably spent it all at the surf shop.
Yeah.
Did he have? He's got fast hands.
Yeah, they actually charged him for all the shoes that are scuffed up.
He went backwards on that whole Australian tour.
You want to bring your scummy mates in here?
Yeah.
Break it, you bought it, mate. He's like, oh, he's not even with
He's
me.
not mine,
I
mate.
saw you
gave
giving him your
fucking
number.
email address.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. So $8,000, thanks.
Oh no, I'm only.
I'm only making $2,000 this whole week.
Yeah, that's their invoice for all the shoes is like the next email up in his junk email above yours.
Yeah. He's like, oh, let me give you my email address.
It's Zach. At gmail.com. That's right. Yeah.
Did I say Gmail? Yeah, Gmail.
Yeah.
Gmail.
All right, let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
Okay, what can we rate it out of? We can't rate it out of smelly dicks.
Hearts that have been torn up and ripped up.
Okay,
Windy.
Fucked up hearts.
windy
Dead
heart.
dads.
Rate of knots.
Yeah.
Rate of knots. 10. It's so goddamn windy. You're forced into screaming directly at it. Enough for your heart to fall out and you die. You're dead. 10. And you would rather die than hear the song again. 1. And it's number 1 on your Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah, for 3 years.
Okay, what do you give this song out of 10, Bevo?
I wasn't a Paramore kid. I wasn't really an emo kid or anything, but I think this song
I was
cool.
never a kid.
Yeah.
I was not a Paramore kid. I was never a kid.
Funny,
actually.
I was born a 32-year-old.
I was born paying my taxes.
Mum pushed me out and I said, thanks for that, Mum. It's quite a long time I was in there just dating.
Yeah.
And pleasure to be here. Thank you to all you doctors as well. I'm Ryan. I'm Ryan, by the way.
Beveridge.
I don't know if can someone cut this off? I can't really get too far with this. I mean, can I?
No, not that.
That's all right. I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Very capable.
I'm able-bodied.
Bears, whales. Yeah.
Able-bodied. Oh, no laughing, please.
Okay.
We're almost there. I didn't laugh once.
Oh, sorry about that, man.
Yeah,
Remember when I said what?
That was funny.
Hey,
Got him.
Got him.
I'm going to give it a 2. It's not worn out for me, so it's good.
Okay, cool. Southern?
3.
Yeah, all right. No worries.
Especially when she's like, I gotta talk with
Yeah, that bit's rad.
reality, but I can't. That whole section.
The whole town. That bit.
Great song. I love it.
Cool. Mitch, it's a tricky one for you, mate. What are you going to give it?
If we're talking nostalgia, I think it's a great song. I really do like it. I like that whole, like how every emo album had like one slow song.
Gotta
that you
have
could
it.
just be like, fuck, this is the emotion. Like, so for that, I like it. And I'm probably going to go like, I'll go like a 3, 4, something like that. But as if we're talking the last 3 years, then, we might go like a straight 10. Probably.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
That's fair.
I'm very happy that we've gone on to Material Girl and all these other songs.
I bet. I feel for you. And look, a lot of people that come on this podcast do bring trauma-based songs that they know that's a good song. But for me, it's a 10.
Absolutely. Yeah,
it
absolutely. I fully agree. Like I have a what's the song? Oh my god.
Do the Propeller.
Do the Propeller? I love that one. Through the Wire, the Kanye West song.
Yes,
I really like that song.
Yeah,
but it was playing when my mate crashed his car and went because we were like in the car behind. And like when we ran up to them, it was still playing. Like, does that?
So now Through the Wire
it
reminds you of a car crash.
Yeah. And like everyone's fine. Like it's not like they're not, not like your friend Zav or whatever up in heaven.
Oh, he's fucking dead.
He's not heaven.
Sad guy. I think that was him driving. I think that's how he died.
That's how it was. Yeah. Through the Wire was on, and he got all
and he
caught up.
Literally went through the windscreen.
The trauma, the trauma songs, the deep down you're like artistically, like musically, I appreciate you, but I fucking can't.
It's the audio equivalent of It's Not You, It's Me.
Well and truly.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I'm going to have to go with Dan Southern here and give it a 3 because I skip it if I'm listening to the album because it's like, let's keep the tempo up, hey? Let's keep spirits up.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in full floor.
It did remind me when I listened to it today. It's like, if I pick up my acoustic guitar, I would play this song, like, and have a good sing along. Yeah,
nice notes.
Yeah, and then my wife would be like, "Shut the fuck up! I hate you," and I'm like, "Oh no." Not the exception.
Well, not again.
You fucking wind.
Oh no.
I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast.
The wind.
Good stuff. I think that's good. Thanks so much, Mitch, for coming on the podcast. Is there anything you want to tell people about? Plug away. You got shows? You got anything?
Yeah,
anything.
depending on when this comes out. OnlyFans, absolutely.
Yeah, it'll come out.
I show everything.
It can come out next week if you want.
Great. Yeah. Then by the the timeline that we're running off, that it's next week. My Sydney Comedy Fest show is this week.
Fantastic.
So if this episode comes out on Monday or Tuesday,
it'll come out on Monday.
Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This week, I'll be at Enmore Theatre doing my City Comedy Fest show, wasting time till lunch.
Well, they could only fit you into the Enmore, could they?
It's a small room in the Enmore. It's barely a fucking room. I think it's the biggest. It's the biggest one there. It's the biggest. I think
almost
it's
sold out.
Yeah, it's the small main theatre in the Enmore.
It's the smallest. Yeah, I'm playing in the hole in the floor of the Enmore. I'll be sitting in a hole in the floor.
It's like, you thought I said you thought I said Enmore. No, it's N floor.
N floor theatre.
I'm in floor theatre.
Yeah.
We'll put the link and everything for tickets and stuff in the show notes. So
Amazing.
Chuck everything there, and we'll chuck it up on the socials and shit as well. But that's very fucking exciting. You pumped?
I am. I'm very excited. Just the last, as I'm sure most sort of comics and performers and everything is, the last 2 years has just been cancellation after cancellation.
Yeah.
And it's, this show was written for Melbourne Comedy Fest in 2020, which got very topical.
At least you didn't have to burn that material.
Yeah. There's a lot of jokes about how I'm okay with The Only Exception as a song. I do jokes. My daughter's just turned 1, stuff like that.
It's a lot of Donald Trump.
Her favourite song is her favourite song. It's really cute. It's The Only Exception. It's just so nice to hear her liking, some bands that I listen to myself. And
that's it. I'm so glad I could pass that on. I'm so, it makes me feel good in my heart now. Yeah. My heart.
Can't imagine I'll get tired of this.
Yeah. I don't think this heart will fall apart at any point. I think I'll be fine with it for quite some time. But yeah, so for 2 years I've been not sitting. I planned to do it at Sydney Comedy Fest in Melbourne last year, and then it just didn't happen for my life. But everything's just been cancelled and rescheduled and this and that. So to finally be doing it is very, very exciting.
Bloody oath. How good's
awesome,
that?
Man.
All right. Well,
all the best with it, eh?
If you're listening,
awesome.
don't be a fuckwit. Go to the Enmore Theatre.
Yeah, go to the Enmore Theatre. What are you going to fucking do?
Sing him a ballad.
You're gonna hang out. You're gonna hang at home with your family. Your family probably fucking hates you.
Yeah. Oh, they're shit.
They told me.
Mitch doesn't even know you. Give him a chance.
I like you way more than
give Mitch a chance.
Probably your wife does.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely give me a chance. I feel like I'm.
What's the worst thing?
This feels like a speed dating video for me.
Yeah. Not speed dating.
Anyway, back off to me, Schlub.
Schlub.
Off for you. Yeah. Awesome. I am the schlub. So please come.
Unreal. Thanks so much, Mitch. Really appreciate you doing it. And let's save all that jazz for the next one, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Hopefully you'll come back. Hopefully you'll come back and do it again.
Absolutely. Had a great time.
Awesome, man. Bevo, the other guy, Southern.
Hang on. Are we going to plug the live thing, or is that not locked in yet?
I don't know when the fuck that
it's
is.
not locked in yet. Plug it. We're going to do a live thing. Don't know when or where. See yous.
Yeah, everybody get fucked. Bye.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.